I'm Johnny Benson.
I'm Keg Kettles.
And we're from the Beer Man Beer Podcast. And you're listening to the
Squishy
Bishop's Erratic Spectacular. Woo! Yeah.
Come here. Step into the chasm of your mind piece, where opposable thumbs and a frontal lobe blast off into a short-term lease. Welcome to our injection into your dome. Squishy Bishop's Erratic Spectacular!
Hey!
You're listening to Squishy Bishop's Erratic Spectacular podcast. Yeah. And you are listening to what might be the last episode of 2019.
See you later, 2019.
The year of our Lord. So we shall keep it moving. But today's show, I think we got a hot one, guys. I think we got a good one.
That's a different show.
Listen, yes.
Seen it.
First of all, let's just say my name is Juan Corona. Thank you so much for listening. You can follow us at Squishy Bishop wherever you might
Want to follow us.
follow us. Yes, thank you, Fred. I am joined by Kelly. Kelly here. I am also joined by Mr. Fred here.
How you doing?
I am joined by Mr. Tom here.
Hello.
And you know what, guys? This has been a good year for Squishy Bishop. We have met a lot of cool people along the way. And
Yes,
we
we
are
have.
very grateful to have a few in our studio today as our guests. Mm-hmm. I am going to introduce the following people. We have a dynamic duo on our hand. A gruesome twosome, if you say.
Hey, Wonder Twin Powers, activate.
Yes. There you go. They're trying to join fist here.
Both
Both of these guys love beer. Both of these guys will discuss beer and music and comedy on their podcast. You should check them out. Beer Man Beer Podcast. Check them out on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. We got Johnny Benson. We got Keg Kettles. Beer Man Beer Podcast. What's up, guys?
Beer concerts and comedy.
Thanks for the
Welcome.
It's a pleasure to be in the cockles with
Absolutely.
you, Joe.
Yes.
Doom.
We will
Injecting into your mind piece.
We will fact check the lyrics there. But you know who we also have here? We drink a lot of beer on this podcast, as we are currently pouring a lot of beer. We have a good friend of the podcast who gave us an interview back in April, but he's been on and off throughout. Mr. Dave Pescatello, Industrial Mechanics Brewing. So what's up, guys? Thank you for being here in our Squishy Bishop HQ.
Why am I empty?
Oh,
Hey,
he has no
because
beer.
you haven't had
I'm sorry. Boom. There you go.
Fill it.
A lot of stuff going on.
Sow the seed of your beer cup.
What kind of beer is this again, Tom?
Fertilized.
Yeah, what
Look
are we
at the
drinking
head
here?
on that
Mr. Tom
beer.
Gorman and our friend Mike DeSarmo. I know we're not supposed to say last names, but
At
we're
secondhand
doing it.
sandwiches on Instagram.
Follow
At
him at
Secondhand
secondhand.
He is the
Sandwiches.
meme king
Dank
of the
memes.
fucking area.
So it is a vanilla and cinnamon porter. It is
cinnamon
liquid
porter.
malt, so it might
Porter,
not
I
be.
hardly
Smells
know her.
delicious.
It's-
You like it, Keg?
It
Beer
smells
Man Beer.
good.
Yeah. You know,
Go in for a sniff.
it's the last show of the 2019. I figured we'd go back to the old school format. If the listeners have lately been listening to us doing comedy sketches and stuff I think you'd like. But you know what? Beer Man Beer, they met us in our own format when we were recording like this. And Dave also as well, and Industrial Mechanics Brewing. And you know what? Let's kick it old school, guys. Let's kick it old school. Let's hang out a little bit, you know?
A little LL Cool J.
A little LL Cool J.
Going back to
baby.
Cali.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's up, guys? Like Beer Man Beer. Let's talk
Mama
about
said
you guys, right?
Oh, now you're putting us on the spot.
Now, like, you know, I'm a fan of your show.
I appreciate it.
I love it, man. Like
Thank you.
the whole
Finish yours well.
laid back view,
good.
just drinking some beer, reviewing, and you got your Johnny. Johnny, you're a comic. You're
I'm
a stand-up
comedian, yes.
Yeah, man. How long have you been doing that? Shit?
Too long.
Too long. Okay.
Well, how'd you get started in it?
Yeah.
I took a class.
You took a class?
Yeah.
What, for real?
Yeah,
Stand-up comedy 101.
There was a school in New Haven, Connecticut called the New England Academy of Theater. And I was doing improv classes, and I was...
You love improv, bro? You fucks with improv?
You know what's funny? I fucked
Who's the
with
fucks
improv. But
we fucks with improv.
this is
We did
way
improv.
back. I thought going to an improv class meant I was going to a stand-up comedy class because I didn't know the whole deal. I didn't know.
We had one of our classmates think the same exact thing.
Exactly. I went in. I thought this is going to be fun, stand-up comedy. I got my material written out and all that.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, pass the energy. Pass the energy.
Yeah.
Like, what is this
We're going to start with a round table. Everybody say,
Dude, I'll never forget going to one of your little improv things.
Yeah.
And it was 2 people standing face to face, and they would look at each other and go, you are melancholy.
wow, acting warm-ups. You guys know that.
And then the
we're
other
going to
would
start
go,
with a word. The, and then
you
it
are
goes,
excitement.
Excitement.
And I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is this shit?
Really? Oh, it's interesting. But I don't know. You were like an improv guy first, but then wanted to be a stand-up comic. And
I wanted to be a stand-up comic
Yeah.
so bad, and there was no stand-up classes, no comedy clubs at the time in Connecticut.
Right.
And I was begging this teacher who was doing all these acting classes and all that, like, let's do a stand-up comedy class. Finally, he did. The guy I learned from was Dave Fitzgerald, who's passed on since. He died of bladder cancer, but had a 20-minute long segment in his stand-up about bladder cancer that was hilarious. He made bladder cancer funny.
This was
So
after
he-
his diagnosis?
Yeah, he
Oh,
beat
damn.
it, and then it came back, and that's when we lost him. But
Ah.
he was on HBO and all that stuff. You can look.
that's
it up.
awesome.
Really? Cool.
And
That's awesome.
So
That's a sign of a good comic because it takes a topic that's
Yeah.
very depressing and very real.
Personal,
it could happen
too.
to anyone, personal, and he just makes it lighthearted and funny, and it makes you kind of forget like the harshness of it.
Yeah.
and then I tried to do the whole work the scene whenever I could, and there wasn't a big scene in Connecticut, so you had to go to New York.
Okay.
And they do bringer shows, like you have to bring 5 people and all that.
I feel like
But-
the New York market is super saturated.
Yeah, now it is, but this is back. I'm gonna say early 2000s,
Yeah.
into the 90s, early 2000s. They bringer shows is how you got on stage. You had to. It still is today sometimes, but
Okay.
I wanted to. I'll tell you, my first bringer show, Sarah Silverman was on the show.
Oh shit!
nice.
And, she was like the special guest, and
Wow. That's
I
awesome.
was one of the guys who had to bring 5 people to be on the stage and all
Right.
that. But then I was bringing so many people that they decided to hire me as a promoter.
Fuck yeah.
And I got to
man.
stand up New York once a month. He had Johnny Benson's Extreme Comedy, and I would
Oh,
bring
shit.
comedians from Connecticut, and we'd bring our people to come watch, and
Right.
like guys like Jim Norton would pop in and do a set. Rich Voss would do his set.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, I was hooked on comedy. I was like, I wanted to do as much as I could.
That's
and,
awesome. You just mentioned extreme comedy.
Yeah.
Now is that like you're still doing extreme comedy?
Extreme
then?
Comedy is my production.
Yeah, okay.
Extreme with an X. So
Yeah.
in Connecticut.
How'd you
know.
come up with that name?
At the time,
Extreme. I think of,
everything
like,
was
hard
called
chili
Extreme.
nachos.
Everything was like there was
Harold
extreme
and Kumar?
deodorant, extreme sports, and all
Yeah,
that. You know,
yeah.
and of course there was ECW. You know, we're
ECW.
wrestling fans. So.
Right.
And there was in Connecticut, they had a contest for comedy where it would have to be super clean. Oh,
Bill
and
Cosby
the
kind of
prize,
style.
Yeah, Jim Gaffigan, yeah.
the
The Seinfeld special.
A little chocolate cake.
that's it. The prize to get
It's got milk.
was
It's got eggs.
you got to perform on Channel 13. You know,
like
at the
PBS
time
or
that was
whatever.
the Sesame Street channel.
Right,
So you got to
yeah.
be super clean.
PBS,
So if like some old guy with a puppet showed up, he'd be on the show before
Damn.
somebody who was
Fucking
like an actual
puppets, bro.
stand up. You know,
What was that show? Maybe you guys know
Crank
the one with
Angus?
the sheep on
Oh,
PBS.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember
With
what
the
it was
sheep,
called.
what, like lamb chops?
lady-
Lamb
Yeah,
chop.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's right.
This
So
is the
you're-
song that never ends.
Yeah. So they would perform after Lamb Chop, which I mean got a lot of eyes, but yeah, Kanga's right now giving you a face.
Are we just naming dinners here? Is that what's going on?
Oh boy! Pork chop
Now
sandwiches.
were the potatoes with the lamb chop?
I wish, yeah.
Tater.
Who was the
Yeah, go ahead.
puppeteer for lamb chop?
I don't. Was
I
that
think,
was
I think it was
lady?
the
That was-
woman,
that was-
the
what's
lady
her
name
name
was on the show.
Sally
Shelley something?
McPherson.
Sally Shields.
made
I
that
think it
up.
was
I have no
Shelly
idea.
something.
I don't know. You know what, Keg? How'd you meet Johnny, man? I mean, because you guys are Beer podcast. You know, you guys have been doing this for a while.
Let's take you back to 1993.
1993. Again, hip hop was at its finest. Grunge was
we
at its
both
peak.
just out of high school because we both graduated in
And
92.
yeah, boy.
mutual friends of ours, kind of, we all started hanging out at the Milford Rec in Milford, Connecticut. And we would go down to Milford Rec and everybody would be hanging around the foosball table.
Okay.
And so we always hanging out. And next thing you know, it's like, hey, you guys want to do like D-Malay? You want to go to like Conclave? And we're like,
You know what
all
DMLA
right.
is?
No, what's that?
It's a junior organization of the Masons.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, so
What?
It's like the
Ain't
Boy
nothing wrong
Scouts
with
on
that.
acid.
So I mean, yeah, there's some ritual involved. So anyway,
I may have sacrificed a goat or two.
My pants might
whatever.
have fallen to the ground.
Whatever.
pants never fall into the ground.
Yeah, well,
the
you know.
pants are like the American flag. You can't let it touch the ground. Okay, you take them off like this.
Right,
Spread-
right.
spread
Legs in
eagle.
the air.
The audience.
At
can't
least
see
you,
it.
you
That
don't
is a
admit
sight
it.
I will never.
Unseen.
Easy of access.
But anyway, we started hanging out because of a mutual friend, and I don't know. We just kind of
is history, man.
Started drinking
Guess
beer,
it's
going
history,
to
yeah.
concerts.
Nice.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
Keg was always supportive of all the comedy shows we did. So
Right. You guys is comedy, concerts, and beer. That's Beer Man Beer Podcast.
you know, like even like for Demolay, we'd go to conclaves, and we would bring like these coolers of water, and
quote unquote water. Right?
we had basically like a piece of plywood that would separate the water from what was below.
Oh shit.
So now at night, after everything is all done, we'd remove the piece of plywood and we'd crack open some brews
beers.
Nice.
and
So-
have a fun time.
So these conclave events, they were us against all the other chapters in Connecticut, and we were like the Bad News Bears. We were the Misfits and Mutants.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
We were like
We're all about
Metallica T-shirts, Megadeth T-shirts, mullets,
Megadeth,
cigarettes, and we were like going up against all these like sports jocks guys.
Right.
And
Real
sometimes
nerdy
we would win.
characters.
Some of our crew would smoke them at the track and field or the flag football. We'd play all that kind of stuff, and
always have a smoke afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
You got it. Obviously. Yeah. Right. Right.
And then when we got done, we win our trophy. Then we'd go over to Pizza City in Orange and order a bunch of pies and
Drink
pitchers.
a couple pitchers, yeah.
We were like 19 years old and they'd serve us. So yeah,
That's awesome.
so we've been drinking beer a while.
shit, man.
Johnny was my best man in my wedding.
Wow.
Nice.
Look at you, man.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, man. Did you give a good speech? Did he give a good speech?
It was
Yeah.
okay. It was an okay speech.
It was
He did a little rock speech.
What do you mean,
What do you
rock?
rock?
What do you mean, rock?
If you know what the rock is cooking.
Oh, like the rock. Oh, okay.
The rock, sorry.
Okay,
That was
sorry.
That was long before The Rock. So,
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
but,
Dude, well, that's sick. I mean, you guys are fucking killing it on like the podcast game. Actually, I heard Patreon reached out to you guys, and you know, you guys are
Blowing
killing
up the
it, man.
spot
You guys are
again.
killing it, man.
It was just an
Sulfur's in
email.
the air.
It was awesome. It was just an email.
Just an
you know.
email.
But you know who we also have here, Mr. Dave Pescatello of Industrial Mechanics Brewing. Man, what's up, brother?
Intergalactic.
Planetary Mechanics Brew. I don't know.
How we doing?
What's up, man? I know we drank a lot of your beer already, sir. But what do we have left out? What can we expect here? What is this that you've brewed?
Oh, the last one we have here is a chocolate stout.
Ooh, tell us more about this, because I've
Chocolate
actually
stout.
had this. I'm actually kind of drinking it now in a bottle,
Yes.
and it is fucking amazing. Actually, it tastes pretty sweet, and chocolate stout. Like, what more do you want? Have you entered any contests with this beer?
I did. I had a club competition with the Knights of the Mashing Fork.
Okay, where's
And-
that? Where's that?
It's like a Manchester-based homebrew club.
Okay, so a little more upstate in Connecticut.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Did you do good? Did you come in second? Did you win? Did you came in last? What's going on?
Really?
Give us the exact metrics.
They
We
give
need to
exact
know. We need to know.
Yes. Out of the club, I got second. with
Fucking
my-
hey,
with
let's
my
go!
chocolate
Yeah,
hazelnut
I love
stout.
it, baby.
Yes.
This beer should have won first, honestly. I think. I don't know who beat you, but
Well,
fuck.
you know, it's good. We're gonna have it over at Stout Wars at No Worries,
Yeah.
January 11th.
January 11th.
Be
Check
there.
them out.
Be,
No
or be
worries.
square.
Yeah,
Like,
man. That's awesome, dude. Dude, well, I want to thank all three of you for seriously coming down to us, because you guys are Connecticut-based. We are New York-based.
it's kind of like the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess you just had
Close.
some New York pizza, so I mean, tell me, is it really?
Well, I got to tell you, I think Connecticut pizza is underrated because everybody talks New York pizza.
Yeah.
There's some spots out there. And don't get me wrong. There's some real shitty pizza in Connecticut too.
Right.
But we do have some top notch pizza.
There's some real
But,
shitty pizza in New York. too.
Oh, that's
Oh,
it.
probably.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But our bagels fucking are unbelievable.
Oh yeah, man. You had literally Westchester's best bagels earlier today.
They were very good. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you, Juan. We had a little kegs and eggs
Listen,
this morning.
Squishy Bishop knows how to take care of their guests,
That's
man.
VIP.
Listen,
We got the VIP
listen.
treatment from the Squishies, man.
Listen, man, we try. Yo, you guys are being again, like you guys are killing it on the podcast game. Like, what are your plans for 2020? This is our last show of the year. What are you guys coming up, man? Like, We have a few plans of our own, but we're not telling our listeners.
Yeah, Johnny, what do you got?
Keep him in the dark. Why bother?
Yeah, fuck them. Okay, fuck them. Keep them in the dark.
Kind of feeling like I'm in the dark, man.
Oh shit.
What's
Tom,
up?
turn the lights on.
Well, what do you want
Talk
to do,
to me,
Keg?
Johnny B.
No, Johnny, stop. What do you want to do, Keg, in 2020? let him explain it. What do you want to do for the podcast?
I want rock bands and fireworks.
There you go.
That's what I want for 2020.
That could happen at the 4th
I
of
want
July
big
party.
festivals.
Yes.
Wow. There you
I
go.
want a 10-tier Patreon account.
At the $10,000 limit, you get whatever you can dream up.
Yeah.
You
pretty
can
much.
have some of my locks.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. What do you
Individually pick
think
out
of
my
Johnny
beard
B?
hairs.
Well, I mean, I don't know. A lot of comics haven't been on yet that we want to get on.
You guys
And,
have a new guest every week, man. That's hard to do.
Well,
or mostly every week.
because we produce comedy shows. We have an unlimited amount of comedians around us constantly.
Right,
So,
right.
Yeah, we've had them come in from Massachusetts, Boston,
Wow.
and the Worcester area.
Right.
And they
Not
actually are
Westchester.
sometimes more gracious than the
yeah,
ones
sometimes
that are from around here.
we'll get somebody that drives 2 hours to come just to do the show, and then someone who lives 15 minutes down the block say, "Hey, can we do it tomorrow?"
Yeah.
what the
fuck? Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
Oh well. What are you
well.
gonna do?
I mean, are you guys,
Comics.
Yeah.
Eh.
Are you guys trying to get like more upper echelon type of like?
We're gonna work on that.
try-
You know, a lot of that would have to do with working on just doing things over the phone because we like to do the in studio.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
We've had some trouble with phone calls
Yeah.
because we get a lot of feedback or I don't know with static and
Yeah, I'm
stuff.
not sure. I gotta maybe put some like lead lining around our studio or
The
something.
lead line.
In foil for days.
Yeah, bro.
Ah, foil. Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah. Ask our DIY
Works for the
guy.
aliens.
Yeah.
Work for a phone call.
Like we had a bummer one time because there was a girl on America's Got Talent that ripped off a joke from another comedian from like a well-established comedian that's been around for like 20 years.
Oh yeah. Shit.
And I was gonna have her on the show, and we just couldn't make the phone call work. And I was just like, "What the?"
Yeah, it was.
And it was like perfect timing because it was the next day. It was
Yeah.
all over Facebook, and it would have been like hit the iron while it's hot.
100%.
Isn't that like a big thing in the comedy world? Like stealing, like people steal jokes all the time, right? But like, it's like a big no. Like what's the
100%.
Oh, it's
etiquette
definitely a
around
no-no,
that?
I guess it's only when you get caught.
I've heard stories that like even like famous comedians, like I was listening to a podcast, I forget who it was, but like even Robin Williams would be famous for like going around to people's shows and like stealing jokes.
I've
or-
also,
Lopez,
heard
right?
Robin Williams
Yeah.
would write a check to the comedians. If he
Really?
liked the job. I've heard that. I don't know if that's true or not.
Really?
But,
Interesting.
they say Amy Schumer steals jokes. I don't know.
Have you ever had someone
From
steal
what I've
your
seen,
joke?
I've seen some pretty conclusive evidence of that.
no.
At least her writers on her.
Oh yeah, there's YouTube clips where they show parallel comedians that done the joke
Yeah.
before Amy and but I don't know.
Right.
But have you had someone steal your joke before?
Not that I don't know. I might have. I can't think of a.
instance.
What would
yeah.
you do if that happened?
Yeah.
How would you handle
It
it?
would depend on the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What if
depend on
like
the
you
joke.
heard
If
it
was-
on Conan, like Conan's monologue, and you're like,
On that-
"Motherfucker, that's definitely my joke."
I'd
It's
be
very
screwed,
specific."
and I'd have to because I haven't been on Conan, so I would
Take
have
him
to,
down.
I'd have to take that joke out and
Right, because there's
do
like no
something
like
different, you know?
you copywriting jokes is like not a thing. It's like a code more or less as opposed to like there's like
It's a
no
comic
legal
code.
recourse or like
Right.
there's no like actual
Like the bro code.
right.
Yeah.
Like in music, like if you steal like a riff or like something that's closer, there's actually things you can go to pursue
Yeah.
based on that. When it comes to like
I
comedy,
believe there is things you could do with comedy. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I'm not funny enough for anybody to steal my shit. So.
You never know, man. You never know.
self-deprecating is humor is not
Yeah.
what we indulge in here.
Well, another aspect of your show is comedy concerts.
Yeah.
You guys. I mean, the fact that you put in your show, you guys go to a
So
ton.
we
or-
love concerts, man.
Yeah, man. The live show, the experience, the T-shirt,
Live music.
the
that's it,
$60
man.
T-shirt.
Actually, after your show, we're going to go to a concert.
Look at that, dude. You guys are never.
What show you
guys
going
never
to?
stop working, huh?
We're going to see Rat.
Rat. Fuck.
They're gonna
That's it, man.
They're gonna lay it down.
We're going to dance.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Well, what would you say is the best concert you've been to?
Oh, so
Yeah.
many. So many. It's
All
so
of
many.
them?
I don't know. What would it be?
Wow. I mean,
like a
most of the
hate-
shows I've been to, we've been together. So
Oh, okay.
I know you guys like to go see Hatebreed.
Oh, Hatebreed.
Big,
Absolutely.
Hatebreed was my
big
first
fan.
mosh pit.
First mosh pit. It was
Dude.
awesome. It was great.
Dude, I saw Hatebreed open for Guar one time.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Tom and I saw Hatebreed at Roseland.
Roseland, right before it closed, with In Flames and Lamb of God.
Yeah.
Wow.
See,
Wow, that was an epic
heavy
show.
hitters.
Yeah, it was sick. If you look at the four of us, like you're gonna ask, like, who's the one that goes in the mosh pit the most?
You.
It's me.
It's you,
It's
right?
the skinniest guy. I love going in the mosh pit because I get
Out of you
fuck.
too.
I go insane, and Tom's
I'm
always
the guy
on
on the
edge.
outside.
Tom, why don't
circle.
you want to go in?
Tom
I'm the
pushes
guy
me
that
back in.
I catch people and I throw them back in.
He's the
Tom,
boundary.
Tom's like I'm in the mosh
he's the
pit,
boundary
and I'm
guy.
going around, going insane, getting my ass beat, or vice versa, but not really. Let's be real.
You find me, I'll catch
I
you.
beeline for Tom. I'm like, there's Tom. I need a break. So I like run at Tom, and Tom's like, hey, how you doing? Good. And he throws me back in, and I'm right back in the mix of it.
Well, what about the Wall of Death for Lamb of God?
We actually didn't have one at that show.
No, it wasn't
there.
was
Nice.
weird.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't really happen.
Open
However,
up
we did
bottles
take
here.
part in one. Children of Bodom was playing at
Yeah.
Starland
Yes.
with Elevati, and
Yeah.
Elevati had one during their
Yeah,
song
Elevati had one. Yep.
"Home." I want to say,
I don't remember
But-
the name of the team.
yeah, that was the first ever and only Wall of Death I've ever done.
Dude, earlier this year when we went to go see Children of Bodom was the first time in a while I had done a
I
mosh
lost
pit.
my glasses at that show.
I realized how out of shape I was. I was like,
That
was a good show.
do
Yeah,
you
it was
guys like to
great.
go to in the mosh pits? And
I'll
a
tell you
lot?
something.
All the time.
Yeah.
Keg goes all
All
the
the
time.
time.
but
I love it, man.
Busted
Yeah.
nose, dislocated knees, all kinds of stuff.
damn.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what. Wow, really?
Absolutely.
You're hardcore, man.
You know what's
Yeah.
great is like every
He's
time my skinny
hardcore.
ass gets knocked down, there's somebody like Keg, like bigger than me, to pick me up and be
Yeah.
like, "You all right, bro?"
But
and then
that-
fucking
that
throws
is
me
new.
back in.
That
There's a
has
whole big
changed.
code.
that's new.
That is all new. Let's go back to like to the 90s.
Yeah,
It was you're down, I'm stepping on your head.
yeah.
Fuck.
I believe
That's
it.
what it was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nowadays, and we have, prime example, when we were at Hatebreed, everybody's picking everybody up. It was,
Yeah.
I was
It's-
like,
it's common
"Whoa,
courtcy. It's,
what's
yeah.
going on here?
Well, you're not.
it
allowed
was
to
it was
do
so
that.
different.
It's
it was
watching
so
gentlemen.
different.
That's fascinating.
Gotta
'Cause we
keep
talked
them while
about
they're
this.
down.
We talked about this on a previous episode about how there's like a unspoken code where if somebody falls, you take care of them. I had no idea that previously.
The
Oh,
chicks,
yeah, no, they used to
the
just
chicks that
take
jump into these
fatalities.
pits these days,
They're gangsters.
Yeah.
they are fearless
Yeah.
because they
hardcore.
know they'll get picked up.
Wow.
And I've seen, and unfortunately, you got girls that do like a little surfing, little crowd surfing.
Yeah.
And you got these scumbags that fondle them.
Yeah,
as
it's not
come
cool.
on, it's
Come
not
on,
cool at
brother. Fucked
all,
up, man.
So that's one of the the downfalls of shows like that. But yeah, we go out to a lot of shows. I mean, favorite show? I don't
So
know.
there's-
There's
I-
so
I-
many.
I-
Give me
That's a
top
hard
three.
question,
Give me
yeah.
top three. How
Rush,
about
no,
that?
4. We'll go Rushmore, baby.
All right,
We're
gonna steal
Beer Man
We're
Beer
definitely
style.
stealing a beer man beer little ism.
Beer man beer,
and
see you in a circle?
Give us, see you in a circle. Give us your Mount Rushmore favorite shows you've ever been to.
They're gonna lease it to us.
I think
at least for
for
this episode.
like my number 5.
Honorable mention.
Let's
one
just go
that's
top
not-
10.
We'll go with the Sons of Apollo.
Oh,
That was
Mike,
a great show.
Sons
man.
of Apollo was definitely a show that
it's Mike Portnoy and
Yeah.
and like Billy Sheehan
and Billy
those
Sheehan
guys.
and
type of
Jeff
band is that?
Metal.
Jeff
Metal?
Soto.
Yeah.
It was a show that I was like, wow, you got like the super group thing going on,
Right. Yeah. It's like
never
a
heard of
G3
them.
kind of thing. Yeah.
But they kind of fall in line with the winery dogs.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So-
with like Joe
Another Mike
Santriani.
Portnoy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So with that, I said, hey, you want to go see Sons of Apollo? He's like, yeah, sure. We went. What a fascinating show. They came into the crowd. They were singing it. They were walking through the crowd. I mean, for what they were, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
But they just put on one great show. The sound was amazing.
I mean, when you have like those super groups, it's just like the musicianship is just like you can't
That was awesome.
define it.
Right.
And like, I feel like I wouldn't even know any of their tunes, but just the fact that like the quality of like just the people playing, like
Right.
it's got to be. I mean, it can't be bad,
No, it wasn't bad at all.
even if you don't know any of the songs.
Johnny, do you agree with like
I love that show.
Okay, so
I
that would be on your
wouldn't even
Rushmore.
know. I don't know. I don't know. To narrow it down to who's the top, I don't know. But That was definitely one of the best ones.
Okay.
That was definitely a standout.
Yeah. How long? What year was this, by the way?
Last year.
Yeah, I was
It was
gonna
last
say, it's
year.
like-
Okay.
Yeah, they're fairly new.
They're
Right?
they're pretty new.
Okay. Cool. Wow. Damn. How many shows do you think you've ever been to?
I probably
Keg
think come
my
on.
Keg is
goodness.
thinking on the Rushmore.
It's ridiculous because we've been going since we're in high school.
1,000
Man, the
more?
shows
Oh, I
that
don't
we've
know.
seen.
Maybe like 950. How about that?
Yeah. 949 definitely.
Yeah,
You know, the strange thing now.
949.5.
Oh, and a
Yeah,
half
yeah.
because we left Bon Jovi before the.
Yeah. Well, who
once they
doesn't?
played "Living on the Prairie," we walked
Bon
out.
Jovi,
Yeah.
as soon as
Don't
he
blame
comes on, I shut him off.
That's a weird thing. We saw Bon Jovi with Leonard Skinner. It opened up.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
And after Leonard Skinner, everybody wanted to go home. So we were like, all right.
I know a lot of like girls that are like, "Oh, Bon Jovi." I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And really, when he sings now, he's not the same. I mean,
He
none
runs
of
a
these
soup
old
kitchen
farts
now,
are,
huh?
but
Yeah.
well, his kids are all messed up.
He's got
on
a
heroin
like a
and
free
stuff, too,
restaurant for
from
the
what I
homeless now,
understand.
right?
Oh shit.
Is that what he does?
Yeah,
Oh.
he has.
Doesn't he
restaurant.
own the indoor arena football team in Philly?
He probably does.
I think he does. Yeah, I think you're right.
That's
That's
definitely
it's
not
always-
not a moneymaker.
Yeah. Well, it's always Sunny reference.
Hey, you
But,
know what a show I loved was we saw Fozzy at Gramercy Theater.
I was gonna say
Fozzy.
Fozzy.
Jericho.
Yeah.
It's Jericho.
I was gonna say
I
Fozzy.
tried to mention that in the other show.
That was with Through Fire,
Through Fire, were awesome.
and that was with I can't think of who it was.
Yeah, the opening bands were great.
We were all hanging out with him
Yeah,
afterwards.
You guys were hanging out with Fozzy?
not Fozzy.
Not
no.
Fozzy.
Oh, I got a picture with
The
Rich
other-
Ward.
The other
okay,
opening
okay.
bands.
Yeah,
Shit,
we
man.
didn't do the VIP for get a picture with Fozzy.
Damn.
We did a VIP with Seven Dust.
Seven Dust, yeah, that
Seven
was
Dust.
Yeah,
wild.
that
Nice.
was cool.
They sang Circle, something with Circle? Is that them? No, man.
I'm
Black
not the biggest
Yeah, I
Seven
don't
Dust fan.
Um,
I know Mike's
Denial.
wife would appreciate
Denial.
that. That's her
yeah,
favorite
that
band.
song, Denial. No. Yeah, okay.
that was a great show.
Cool.
And we saw them at Toad's Place, which is too small a venue for them, so it was so jam packed.
Oh, really?
And we were so close to the stage, just like
That's
the sardines. And they're just right there. They're on
Right.
top of you, and we did the VIP, so we saw the what do you call it before? Sound check.
Sound check,
So
yeah.
they played
And
like
we got
3
their
songs.
autographs.
Got
and
the
stuff
autograph,
like
got a
that.
picture with them.
But it was like herding cattle.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like,
right.
all right, you over there. Murr, 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 murr. Out the door you went.
Toad's Place is in Hartford?
New Haven.
New Haven.
right
okay,
by
okay,
Yale.
Right,
you know?
okay.
Right
Now,
by
what do you
Donut
think of these
Crazy.
paid VIP things? Will there ever be a paid Meet the Squishy Bishops?
Oh, boy.
If people are willing, I'm willing to do it.
Listen,
Well, that could be a Patreon.
never
tier.
say never. Yeah, that could be a hook us up with your guy at a contact at Patreon, Keg. You know,
I think his name is Tom.
his name's Tom. Oh, or
Is he your
Kelly.
friend on MySpace?
Is he always
Like
Tom or
everybody
is he sometimes
Yeah.
Kelly?
It's me.
Oh yeah, Tom was from MySpace, huh?
Yeah, the number one friend. But okay,
First
so
friend.
did you say your last one? Your number one? Because you've listed 3.
No, we didn't. He only
That-
listed one. He said Sons of Apollo. I said Fozzy.
Damn. I mean, you guys.
So
have
many
been to a
concerts. We've been
shit
to
ton.
everybody.
You know
Name a
what?
band we probably saw them.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's look at going to City Field to see Dead Company.
Dead and Company.
Nice.
When was this?
Yeah.
At what point? When?
2017. Then we saw him.
Oh,
Oh, that was
saw 'em the
2018.
year
We saw
before
him the year
at
before
Madison
Madison
Square
Square
Garden.
Garden.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really put one on top of the other.
Fair enough.
I mean, when we
Fair
talk about venues, let's go into the
Ooh,
city.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Name me your one.
I think when we go into the city is Gramercy. Gramercy.
I
is
love
great.
Gramercy.
Grammar.
I
Yeah,
love it.
Gramercy's
You
dope.
could you're right there. You walk right in the building.
Yeah.
And you're right at the stage.
Wow.
And you're flanked by 2 bars.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Bars
Yeah,
on each
it's true.
side. So tight.
Sony Hall
kinda
was
like
great
the-
too. Sony Hall.
Yep.
That was a great venue too.
Where's that?
That's right in the basement of the Paramount, right around the corner from Grand Central.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when we saw Scott Stepp.
Yeah, that was a great. It was like a walk back in time. It was,
you
it
guys
was like
like
an
Creed,
old.
right?
We do like Creed. We like
I
Creed.
like Creed.
Well, I'm not saying I'm
Everybody
Fred's
disses
not a
me.
fan.
Fred's not a fan of
That's
Fred doesn't
okay.
like Creed. That's right. Fred, you
don't
gotta
mind
like something that we don't like. So it's fine.
That's
Yeah,
totally
that's
that's
fine.
100% funk.
Yeah, we go to country shows too, man.
Yeah?
we've seen
That I can't- that I
Miranda
can't jump
Lambert
on
like
with you
4
guys
times, right?
Really?
Yeah,
This
I took my
Lambert?
kids. Yeah,
Shit.
Miranda
We
Lambert.
saw
Fair
Brooks
enough.
and Dunn.
Is there
The
any
singer-
genre you just don't go for?
No,
You just-
we even seen. I tell you, the most obscure concert we went to. We saw Carly Simon and Hall and Oates.
Oh shit.
That was a good show, though.
That was
That was a
John
great
Oates.
show.
Wow.
That was
awesome.
really
And
good
this is like
show.
before we're 21. So like, what are we gonna do? Let's go to
Right.
a concert. You
We
know?
were actually sitting in the lawn and it was raining out.
Yep.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys have been to a fucking shit ton of shows. I will say that. Well, the third part of it, beer. Let's move on to that. what is your favorite beer? At least doing the podcast that you've reviewed, that you're like, dude, I can't shake this thing.
I really like this one I'm drinking right now from Pesky.
From Pesky Industrial Mechanics.
Is that the stout you guys just cracked?
Industrial International Imperial
I'm
Mechanics.
about to go in for a taste.
We are blessed to have this man in our home and bringing us
This
beer.
is some good chocolate stout right here. It's stout season, so I'm enjoying this.
It's solid, yeah. It's the
That
winter,
is a
like we
solid
said. It's our
brew.
last show of the year. It's been a fucking crazy year, man. Like, we met back in April, and we've never looked back, man. We went to your house for your 4th of July party.
Yeah,
and
you ate a lot of hot dogs.
I ate a lot of hot dogs. Listen, I dominated that contest, so take it easy.
Hot dog contest.
Yeah.
The winner won Squishy.
Yeah, and
He beat everybody by 6 unnecessary eating hot dogs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As soon as I reached like 5, and then I hear like it might have been Johnny or the guy next to you. You're like 2. I'm like, oh motherfucker, I got this, bro. Like, but I kept going. I was like, all right.
Yeah,
whatever.
didn't you tap out?
Oh, I had two.
You
The
tapped
second,
out.
I think the second one's still in my mouth.
Yeah, you had someone else eat your hot dogs for you.
Oh, it was brutal.
yeah,
Classiest eater though.
classiest.
Mr. Kelly.
Kelly.
Oh,
yeah.
Fork,
Pinky
knife,
in
and
the
napkin.
air. Yeah.
Pinky in the air, put
That
it on
was
the napkin.
dainty.
He was all about the
You
dainty.
needed a silver
Right, man.
platter and Jeeves to fucking seal the deal.
Yeah.
You know what you did to that? Some Melba toast and some soft brie and a nice, lovely slice of salmon.
Oh,
That
yes.
would have been perfect.
Oh, yes.
And some capers.
And some Dom Perignon.
Yeah.
Some caviar.
I mean, that was great, dude. Like, cause we were even pre-gaming before we even went to your party. Like, we
Oh,
have an
who
episode
doesn't?
out
Yeah,
for
we
it, and-
recorded an episode then.
We
Yeah, we
appreciate
recorded
that,
that episode, and it was great, man. Like, yo, a ton of people. We showed up, and we're like, holy shit, there's a side parking lot to this thing. Like, damn, fucking hey, dude. Like,
It's weird because a lot of people come, but then sometimes a lot of people are at the beach. Sometimes a lot of people are in the
Yeah, people
field playing
scatter.
basketball. They scatter, and then they come all back. And
oh, really? I don't know, man. There's a ton of people.
Yeah, when we were there, it seemed like a lot of people were like actually in the yard itself.
Oh, yeah.
But I think for your 4th of July, we're going to do a little brew fest in there
yeah, we
too.
got some brew fest, I think.
Because we only had 2 this year.
Yeah,
We're definitely going for more. next
might
year.
want to have a third.
Little Dave
Yeah.
Pescatello, Industrial Mechanics.
Dave's all in, I think.
Yeah, man, he's got beer, bro. Maybe Squishy Bishop might brew a beer. I don't know.
You might brew beer. Maybe some
We-
squishy beer.
Yeah,
We
we
could.
can't compete
Squishy
with
beer.
with the Daves and the Matt Knights and the Black Helmets, but
Squishy sour.
the squid. No,
No,
I
we don't-
hate
we don't-
sour.
We don't
Yeah,
fuck with
fuck
sour.
Why? What's
bro.
wrong with sour? Sour's good, no?
You can. They're not enjoyable beer. Like, you drink half.
Before
of
you
one.
I
leave,
thought
you
you liked
want to
sour.
go down the road
I brought you
to
one.
Peekskill
Where's the beer?
Brewery
And have the gym
try
sour.
it, spit
We'll
it out.
try
and
it.
There's a sour.
I'm
there.
sorry, I'm
Call-
slagging you
we'll
off,
try it.
Peekskill, but what the fuck?
We call it the dirty gym sock
Oh, yeah.
because it was
The
so
dirty gym
bad.
sock.
Tom wouldn't drink it.
What was not
So
lying?
right now we are completely disconnecting our sponsorship from down the road at Peekskill Brewery. I wish you guys could try the simple sour. Dude.
So
It
none of
is
you guys like
awesome.
sours?
No, we're not sour
really.
fans.
Let's have a sour.
Let's have a sour. All right, y'all. Well,
Johnny,
that
you brought a sour?
I brought a sour.
hold on. Well, actually,
right.
let's crack this open on the next one. So, with that being said, listeners, we'll catch you on the other side of this break.
Why, hello there, listener. We'd here at Squishy Bishop Industries want to thank you for listening. Edit this out. Edit this out. Thank you for listening to our present. Oh gosh, drew up in my mouth. No, it's happening. Make Squishy Bishop Industries your go-to for entertainment viewing. Oh. Oh gosh, cut this out. Tommy, cut this out. Now please sit back, relax, enjoy enjoy the show. Thank you. Bye-bye. I think we got it.
Hey, yo. Welcome back. Thank you, sponsor, for keeping us on the air. I don't know what it is, but I love you. Baby.
Probably Lock City.
Probably Lock City. Ooh, Lock City, yeah. Lock City.
Lock
The
City,
hops are
baby.
giving me high. No, I thought it was the
They're
hops are
getting
me
you high.
Yeah, I thought
Get
so.
me
Right.
right, baby.
So Lux City's your sponsor?
No.
Yes, they are.
Not yet.
I wish. My
Be the
He's been
change you
pushing
want to
Lock
see in
City
the
as a
world.
sponsor.
He's been
for
pushing him,
long.
and we've just been joking about it. But
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Lock City, man.
One can
Oh,
dream.
I'm sorry. I just stepped on you. I apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Has a sour, guys.
This, yes, we are drinking this new sour from Tribus. What's it called, Johnny? You picked it up.
This is the
baby.
Duchess.
The
sour.
Duchess.
It's some cherry sour.
Very tart. You know what? We are not sour guys, as we've discussed. However,
Admittedly, yeah.
this isn't bad. I like this is comfortable. You know, like it's not overly tart or really like, ugh, you know. I can only drink one of these. I'm not gonna lie, but
I got about 3 ounces.
I could
That's
drink
about
like
it.
2 or 3. It doesn't taste like gym socks, so I'm cool with it.
Yes, like Pete Skill. So
I'm not against
It
it.
looks like Kool-Aid.
The look is the most appealing part because it's like
yeah.
It's
So,
red.
you know what I'm getting? I'm getting like a little bit of lactose, and I'm getting a lot of citric acid.
There you go, Dave. The expert amongst us is telling us not a lot of lactose or a lot of lactose.
No, it tastes like lacto ferment, but it has like a citric acid quality, kind of
Yeah, I agree.
like a warhead or
like
something.
the sour gummies or whatever.
Yeah, man. Dude, I'm all about it. So
Cannonball.
What's hold on?
Whoa.
talk-
Cannonball.
Cannonball. That's the thing on
Your
guys'
podcast.
That's
show.
what we do.
How about well, what's Cannonball? Like what is that? What do you
Cannonball.
Well, for us, Cannonball is, I mean, you can shout it out anytime you want. But normally,
Demonstrate.
when we do a cannonball,
mean? Okay, Cannonball.
we throw out cannonball because there might be a little awkward kind of conversation that might be going on. In this case, it wasn't, but I just want to do a shot.
Right.
So the cannonball is all about the shot.
Okay.
All right,
okay.
fair enough. So you guys,
And for
all right.
us, it's blackberry brandy.
Oh, all right. Well, you know
So
what?
that's one of the little funny
you guys
things
do
we do on our
Cannonball,
show.
and I don't want to rip that off. So
No.
we're doing a belly
flop, baby.
Hey, belly flop.
Belly flop. We're doing a belly flop.
Bruh, it hurts afterwards.
All right, let's
It
get
stings,
this.
honey.
Listen, I think we need to change it to the triple Lindy.
So now we are doing a belly flop of blackberry flavored brandy here.
By LaRoe.
brought to us by our
natural
guest
fruit
of
flavors.
Beer Man Beer.
the Western
Dave Pescatello has
flavors.
drank this. He says it tastes like Robitussin.
So when you're rating your 16-year-old
excuse me.
self is rating your
me out
parents' liquor cabinet, and you come across a blackberry brandy, drink it
Cannonball.
because you'll never want to drink
Belly
it.
flop.
Belly flop.
Doing a belly flop.
Well, when it came to rating my parents' liquor cabinet, it was all wild turkey.
In the ceramic turkey things.
That'll get
Have you ever
ya.
seen those?
No.
So my grandfather collects these. They're like ceramic turkeys, and you would take the neck off, and it's filled with wild turkey whiskey.
We need that.
It's like a collector's thing. I think they stopped doing them in like the mid '70s, but they're legit. They're
That
real.
sounds cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Johnny, we got to find one
Oh boy.
and store our cannonball in it.
Oh boy. All right. Well, cheers to you guys. Thank
Belly
you for
flop.
coming. Beer
Belly
Man Beer.
flop.
Belly flop.
Belly
Industrial
flop.
Mechanics.
Cheers.
Thank you guys.
Belly
Cheers.
And the slauncher.
Salud.
Cannonball. Belly flop.
Oh gosh.
I feel like a belly flop would feel nicer than that.
Yeah.
Your belly is flopping right
Is
now.
this NyQuil with cherry in it? Damn.
What does it burn?
Because it's smooth.
It is smooth, man.
Yo, that actually goes with that sour.
It does. Yes. Hold on. Let me
Chase it, chase it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what you mean is yeah. That chase with that Tribus sour. Woo. That was
Are we
good.
done with the Tribus sour?
I don't know. Where's
more-
the
I think
bottle?
there's more
man?
in there.
Yeah. What is that?
a
by the-
hint
is that
left.
Pesky, is that you still? Yeah, that's the stout. Listeners, man.
Oh, the
we-
stout?
if
Ooh.
you-
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, need some stout.
Oh, you want some stout?
Stout, please. My O face.
This guy
My
knows what
O
I'm talking
face.
about. See you there.
Why'd you have
You
to
don't
go?
have to go.
Oh, I don't know.
Thank you.
words.
Listeners, it is
I
a
wanna do a
crazy
little
sight
blending.
right now here, man.
So we're gonna
Here.
pair. Is it pairing or blending?
We're going to do a little blending of
blending.
the
Oh,
that's you.
chocolate
I'm sorry.
stout
Where's my phone? Okay.
and the sour.
Oh, you're doing a mix.
I say he's gonna have
would do,
a
like-
little bit of
like a
stout and a little bit of sour.
Beer Man
Ooh,
Beer,
I wanna
mixing
blend.
sours and stouts.
That's it.
Stour.
Well, listen, everybody. If you follow us at Squishy Bishop, we'll post some pictures up. There's a ton of alcohol on this table right now that I'm about to
as
post.
well as some garlic
Some
powder.
we have
garlic
some
powder
garlic
because
in
of
that.
the pizza.
Yeah,
'cause
you
the
never know when
beer.
you eat some garlic powder.
Yeah, I haven't had it yet.
Nobody knows it. There's no problem here.
You know what, guys? All right, so you guys
Build it up.
have heard us since the beginning, so you guys know our old school format. And you know what? We figured we'd treat you guys to a pretty good round of trivia.
Yes, and a little segment, we like to call "Lord, I was born a Florida man."
Yeah, bath salts and everything.
So the premise of this little trivia game is that we're gonna read off 20 headlines about a crazy thing that a Florida man
20?
did. 20.
God damn.
Wow, 10 of
20.
them are real, 10 of them are fake. You tell us which one is real, which one is fake. Whoever has the most points wins a very special prize. Or not. I don't know.
There's a prize,
I don't know.
guys.
It's definitely not $200 from the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah.
No. Or $200.
This feels like a Friends episode. Who gets whose apartment?
Pivot.
So, all right, let's get this rolling.
So
since we're pressed for time.
let's
Are we doing
explain the
teams or
teams real
individuals?
quick.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
We are doing teams.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, we have teams.
It is
so,
beer, pesky beer.
exactly.
Beer, pesky beer,
pesky
versus
beer versus
Squibby.
Squishy Bishop. And
Three
I'm gonna,
quarters of
I'm gonna
Squishy
hang
Bishop.
back and
The Squishy
and
Bishop.
deliver
Kelly,
the
you are the
questions.
moderator.
Tom,
I'm the
you will be-
moderator.
You're like Tom
Fred and
Bergeron.
Tom.
Exactly. First headline.
Trivia.
Here we go.
Florida man caught masturbating in McDonald's parking lot claims privacy was invaded.
Real.
That's easily
That's
real.
got to be funny.
Oh, that's real.
I'm a real.
I'm real on that one.
Yes,
Squishy
real.
Bishop's
Totally
real.
Real on both sides.
Squishy's real.
2 points. There we go.
Oh,
All
good
right.
start.
All
Good
right.
start, beer man.
Good
Beer,
yeah.
pesky beer.
Yeah, the shitty thing about this is literally all of these could be real.
It's-
Florida
To
man's
be
fucking
honest,
crazy.
yeah, I got in a hole when I was making this. Like, it's number 2. Florida man stabs grandmother over heated game of Monopoly.
I'm gonna go no.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna
fake.
say Florida man's not smart enough to play
Yeah,
Monopoly.
yeah.
All right, all
I go
right.
with
I think
fake.
Florida man took the
I'm
money
going to say no.
to a 7-Eleven, bought a Slurpee, tried to buy a Slurpee with it, stabbed the guy behind the
with the
counter.
Monopoly money.
I mean,
That sounds more plausible.
yeah,
Florida man couldn't count the Monopoly money.
that's
what I'm
true.
saying.
Yeah, I say.
but maybe
we say
that's
fake.
why he lost and stabbed his grandmother.
I don't know, bro. Squishy Bishop says
Just
fake.
throwing it out
That is
there.
a
All right,
fake
then
headline.
we're a team. I threw one out. You threw one out.
I say fake.
You both 2 out of 3 say fake.
I
so
say
we'll
fake.
go
And 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Squishy Bishop says
We learned
fake.
from Meatloaf.
Yeah.
2 out of 3. Ain't bad.
Fake,
All
fake,
right,
fake.
all right. You guys are right. We're off to a good start here. Everyone's getting it.
There you go.
See if we can heat it up here.
We got it
okay?
right, baby. We got it right.
Next, we got Florida man caught picking hallucinogenic mushrooms with alligator in backpack.
In backpack.
I say
Crikey.
fake.
I can see that happening.
Baby alligator.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Now, is there any more detail about the baby alligator in the backpack?
I will say this for the ones that are real and particularly interesting. I have information about the backstories
Okay.
to share.
So
So this wasn't real.
so he no hold on. So he was picking hallucinogenic mushrooms.
according
so-
to the headline, yes.
So I'm trying to think of, because I know like in the northern section of Florida there is a lot of cattle farms, like in Jacksonville and stuff like that. I can see that. So I'm going to go with yes.
We're going real.
What are we going, guys? Squishy Bishop.
We gotta come up with it. Wait.
They're going
Well,
fake.
what are you doing?
You say real?
I say
I
we
think-
be
I think it's
contrarian
real. I'm gonna go with
just
real.
for
I'm gonna go with
points, points wise.
I think it's real.
So then I say we go fake.
We go fake.
Fake.
Just to get like a differential in points.
Yeah, let's go. Baby.
Interesting.
Just to make it a bit interesting.
Pesky, what are you thinking? I mean,
Didn't he say?
I had to go fake.
you're going fake, but the team is going real. You
Oh,
guys
yeah,
are going
you guys
fake.
are
Whenever
going
they
real.
go,
You
we're
guys are
going
real.
opposite.
Squishy
just to
Bishop
make it
says fake.
interesting.
No, hold on. What did they say first? I want to know what they said.
They said real. 2 out
I
of
think
3
it's
said
real.
real.
real. We're going
Real.
fake.
I believe it's real.
All right, so
Fake.
So that is real.
Okay.
I mean, we're a little
Fair play. Fair
we're a little
play.
pressed for time. I have the picture of the mushrooms and the alligator and shit. I can show you guys later, or we can put it on our social media. You guys can check it out.
At Squishy Bishop.
Let's
So
let's
We already
keep
know
it
that 'cause
moving.
you're
Or
listening.
at Beer
Pivot.
Man Beer
Pivot.
Podcast.
Yes, at Beer Man Beer Podcast
But underscore at the end. Yeah.
with an underscore at the end. Next headline is Florida man fires assault rifle at Irma. Says the hurricane is a government weather weapon.
That's true. 100% true.
I'm going with true on that
Or
one.
true.
Without a doubt, that's true.
The 3 of us are unanimous.
All 6 of us, I think, are unanimous.
This is fake, but it's based off of like the idea that there was a group of people who wanted to fire assault rifles at Irma to
So
stop
it's
it.
fake, but it's true.
And it's crossed with the
Based on
with
a true
Alex
story.
Jones.
Based on a true
Alex
story.
Jones has a conspiracy theory about the government having
what
weather
doesn't he
weapons.
have a conspiracy
So
theory?
it's two truths mixed
And
to
a
make
lie.
a
All right.
lie. Next question: Florida man busted for operating alligator ranch without a license.
That's true.
I'm going true on that
I mean,
one.
hold on. Florida man busted for operating
An alligator ranch without a license.
Isn't it the law? You have to, if you live in Florida, you have to get your alligator license.
I have
It's
no
like a
fucking
prerequisite,
clue.
right?
I'm pretty sure.
I have
It's
no
like when you
idea.
apply for a driver's license, you also need to get your alligator license.
Can you ride that gator?
Can you ride that gator?
Can you put your head in that gator's
Y'all
mouth?
don't know that we ain't got gator down here.
License and gator registration, please.
Hold my beer. Watch this.
Yeah. I'm gonna say true, man.
Johnny, what do you think?
False.
Yeah. This is,
Okay, Johnny
this
said
can-
false.
I'll say false.
I'm gonna go false.
Just go false.
Wow, I can't go against my teammates.
Yeah, go false.
Hey, Dave, why are you doing that to me?
Happens all the time.
Let's keep it rolling only because of the time as a factor here.
What did we say, Squishy? We said false.
I'm gonna go with false. Just,
False.
I'm gonna join my team.
True.
Oh,
Talking in the beer like
What is Squishy Bishop saying?
we are saying true,
Let's
Kelly.
say true. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Squishy-
it's true.
That is
Squishy
true.
Bishop is wrong.
Two down.
Oh, bummer.
Let's
Guys,
keep it
I
rolling.
just want to
Pesky
recap. Have we ever won our own trivia against another podcast?
I don't think so.
The last time we did a trivia against another podcast was 1056, and we lost.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey! I won.
All right.
All right,
Well, Tom
Tom won.
I was on their
this-
team.
On their team, but
Let's
yeah.
keep it moving. We have a lot more to go through.
Okay.
So,
What's
Florida
this-
man sent to jail after pouring hot sauce on 3-month-old puppy.
Oh man.
True. See, I can see that being
I-
true.
I don't want to admit that to being true, but I can. It's Florida.
Yeah.
I hate it if it's true, but it probably could be.
Yeah, I want it to be false.
Now y'all done come
I-
down
I'm
here
gonna-
in Florida,
I'm
and
gonna
I done
say
poured
false because,
puppy
come on,
juice in
man.
my puppy's eyes.
Yeah,
That
it's-
hot
it's-
sauce
it's
could be
that
on some
bad.
wings, okay?
Here's the thing: it's so bad, it's probably true.
Right.
I'm going with true.
Yeah, it's so bad, it's probably
So
true.
Yeah, we're going
We're
with
all,
true as
all
well.
six say true.
All six say true.
Both teams.
I'm glad you don't think I'm a sick fucking that I would come up with that. That is very true.
Nah.
Unfortunately, both
Yeah,
teams get
taking
points.
his belly flop? Let's go.
Moving-
Unfortunately,
quick belly
both
flop before we. Everyone
flop. We did belly flopper.
Belly flop.
Everybody
flippity flop.
Kelly. All right.
Next question.
Next question.
Florida man arrested for stashing meth in toddler's diaper claims cops are pedophiles.
That's true.
So true.
That's so true.
So true.
So true.
So Florida.
Yes, true.
So Florida.
What do you guys say?
Yeah, we're gonna go fake.
False.
So it is fake. It is fake.
Coming back.
Are we even again or no? We're still
No,
down
we're
by
still
You're
one,
still
right?
down by
One.
one. You're still
So
down by one.
We gotta
All
outsmart
right,
them.
we got the
again.
next one.
Florida man attempts to rob a Publix with a banana painted black. Publix is a chain of supermarkets.
Publix
apparently.
is a thing down there.
Yeah.
Let's just go opposite what the Squishies do and see what
All right.
happens.
We're doing true.
We're
going
metagaming
false.
now.
We'll go
okay.
false. We'll go false.
We're going true.
I don't remember
Yep.
if this is true. This
We're
is
going
this is false. This is
Motherfucker,
false.
sorry.
We're back
There's
to
definitely
square one.
Publix in Florida, though, I will say.
Oh, there's definitely Publix in Florida. It's actually
Yes.
a good chain. I like going to Publix when I go down there.
Next headline: Florida man accused of setting fire to apartment complex after masturbation complaints.
Oh my gosh.
That's
That's
solid.
way true.
There's
That
been a lot of
is solid
masturbation.
truth.
Wait, anything masturbation in Florida is true.
They ruined my masturbation.
Y'all was just cranking it, and they all come in here live fire.
So
and
we
shit.
got beer pesky beer saying true. What does Squishy Bishop say?
I was jerking out on Twitch and they called the cops on me.
That ain't a video game.
No,
That's just
nigga.
somebody jerking it.
Yeah, that's just AB over and over again.
You can't use a contra code on that game.
You can't use a game shot on this cleanup.
What's the verdict?
We're not jizz moppers. This is false.
That's false.
You're saying false. You guys said false. Or no, you said true.
I'll go
You
with
guys said
true.
Yeah, we're going
Stop going against the grain. Just go with your gut. It's fucking true. God damn it.
Oh, damn
Stop.
You guys are really falling behind here. Disappointed.
Oh, come on, Rick.
All right.
Trying to get a true answer.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh. All right, so Florida man arrested for directing traffic with his penis.
Wow.
Simple but
if it's
effective.
not true, I hope it is. Because that's funny.
That happened in
So
Gainesville,
funny that better
Florida.
be true.
I just made that up. In Gainesville, Florida.
Johnny, Dave, what do you think?
I hope it's true. What do you guys think? Please be true.
No,
I'm going
I
to
think
say
I might be
false, but I
true.
kind of hope
He
it's
got
true.
arrested. We're going true.
Squishy says true.
I always say true.
So
No,
Pesky,
I always thought it was true.
Pesky would be the tiebreaker. Do you think it's false or true? Dave, do you think it's false or true? Because you would be the tiebreaker for your team. False. Squishy Bishop says true.
Yes. Yes.
False is correct.
I said false originally.
I told you.
Yo, motherfucker, I told you.
Come on, someone's
shit.
got to at least try that.
Next,
If not, I will.
Meatspin.com.
Florida man hospitalized for dehydration says water has chemicals that turn you socialist.
True. I'm going with true.
Man, I can see someone saying
Crazy
that
enough for
too.
Florida, baby.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy down there.
Do we have a lifeline?
I'm saying
Can we
true.
call?
Call Brandy.
Ooh, Brandy!
Hey, Brandon.
My cousin grew up in a town in Florida called Niceville.
Wow.
It was by the Alabama border. I was like, y'all nice because y'all the same. Like, I'm trying to figure this out.
Well, to be fair, we have
Everything's
Pleasantville
nice
right down
when we
the road.
got no outsiders coming in.
You can't discipline me, Uncle Daddy. You can't discipline me, Uncle Daddy.
Uncle Grandpa.
That's Marty.
Oh,
Marty Brodeur.
Brodeur. Uncle Daddy. Ba, 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 ba. Hockey reference.
All right,
for
Johnny
you.
B, what do you think?
Oh yeah. So what are you guys saying?
Dave, what do you think?
True. I'm saying true.
I'm gonna say true.
False.
I'm going to go with true.
False.
The water turns you socialist.
True. I think true.
All right, you know what, Tom O'Gorman? I'm gonna go with Tom O'Gorman because
Yeah.
he's our person.
He's kind of the leader here. In
So
this
what's
one.
the
We're gonna go
false?
false,
False.
baby.
True.
And they say true.
Squishy Bishop making a fucking.
You know why? I thought that was like a semi ripoff of Alex Jones.
It
with the
is.
Frogs turning gay.
I should never feel that. Fuck. I'm gonna be quiet now.
Is that the first one we got wrong?
They got the water's turning the frogs gay.
Tom is on.
we got
the
gay
pulse.
frogs. I didn't know about gay frogs.
We do now.
Florida man arrested for driving stolen vehicle while monkey clings to chest.
That's gotta be true.
I hope
Have
that's
you
true.
seen Grandma's
Yeah.
Boy?
Yeah. Oh, I love Grandma's Boy. Don't judge me, monkey.
So Squishy Bishop says true.
We say true.
Squishy says true.
Johnny, what do you think?
What's the question?
I think
The headline was Florida man arrested for driving stolen vehicle while monkey clings to chest.
That's got to be true.
I can see it being true.
It's true, man. It's true.
True. Everyone
That's
says true.
That's
Yeah.
something you see on cops, man.
Everybody gets points because that's fucking true. I got the picture. I can share it with y'all later.
Y'all,
We're still tied.
y'all, we
Ding,
just,
ding, ding,
we just
ding,
getting
ding,
all
ding,
up
ding.
in there with the Florida.
Bless you.
Florida man breaks into Key West aquarium, attempts to masturbate manatee.
Anything Florida and masturbating is true.
Anything involving
There's a
masturbation.
whole lot of masturbation
so
down there.
much-
There's a whole lot of beating off in Florida.
I don't know.
Well, that's because they're all Uncle Daddies and they're fucking their sister. And it was fucking my sister. called
Jacking
me.
off manatees.
Gotta get some new pussy.
What are we thinking? Manatees.
True.
True, man.
True.
True.
I'm gonna say false.
I'll go with one.
All right, fine.
'Cause
False.
we
I'm
got to make
outvoted.
up the deficit somehow.
Yeah, well, it ain't happening.
That so true and false, right?
That's true.
I fucking forget, dude. It's false. It's false.
Hey! Opa!
Point for Squishy Bishop. It could be true though. All of these things could
Oh,
be
I
true.
believe
for all we
all
know.
of these,
Oh,
for the
yeah.
record.
Florida man arrested in local park for practicing karate on swans.
That's got to be true.
That's true.
That's true. That could happen in Milford, Connecticut. Come on.
Absolutely. You see that swan with the wings coming up like,
Dude, geese and swans, they're fucking assholes. So we got true from beer, pesky beer. Squishy Bishop, what are we thinking here?
What was it again, Kelly?
Florida man
Ducks and
arrested in
karate.
local park for practicing karate on swans.
I love how he's doing the trivia in a southern accent.
yeah, the Gainesville accent. I'm gonna say false, though, guys.
I gotta say true. My gut says true.
It's true,
Juan,
man.
what are you
It's true.
thinking?
He said false.
I said false.
You said false?
I don't know. What do you?
You're the
actually
tiebreaker.
think?
It's a bit of bias, but I think swans are too elegant for Florida.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd have
If they're like
geese
Canadian
tops.
geese. All right, fine.
I'm
false.
gonna say false.
Fine, false.
It is true.
All right. I'm sorry, guys.
We
Just
know
so,
what weirdos at Beer Man Beer.
so how
We
we
have-
doing over here?
We have
Yeah,
5
score.
more questions to go, and we got beer, pesky beer at 10 points. Squishy Bishop at 7.
Oh, we can still catch up.
There's
We
still
got a
a
little bit
game
of time.
here.
We got a
How
little
about
bit.
that?
game.
How about this?
Let's keep it
They
rolling.
have to answer first for the next 5.
All right,
Ding, ding,
fair
ding,
enough.
ding, ding, ding,
Beer,
ding.
beer, pesky
So
beer.
you're just going to go opposite
We'll
no
answer-
matter what.
Now-
Because you guys are in the lead.
I know.
That's
right.
some bullshit
Not
right
necessarily.
there.
I told you guys, don't try to game the system. Go with your gut, but we'll do it that
should
way.
have a
Beer,
whiteboard
pesky beer is
situation.
go first. Next next question or next headline
we
is
gotta do that going forward.
Florida man murders wife, claims she was abducted. Claims she was
Yeah,
abducted
Juan,
by
murder, real
Hillary
funny.
Clinton's sodomite hobgoblins. That's a mouthful. It bears repeating. Florida man murders wife, claims she was abducted by Hillary Clinton's sodomite hobgoblins.
Wow.
What do you make of that?
Here I am chastising Juan about murder until you got to the word hobgoblin, and then I lost it too.
It's a little out there.
Hobgoblin makes me
Florida.
think it's something Tommy Cobb wrote.
Hobgoblin.
All I'm saying is meth is a hell of a drug.
You know, I'm going to go out on a limb and say false.
False.
I believe it could be true. Even if it's false on Tom's information, it probably happened.
We are fake news.
Hold on.
What are you going with, false?
See what they say.
I'll go
see
with
what
false. You tell me what you want to do.
I'm going with false.
My gut says false because of the word hobgoblins.
That sounds like a
But
Kelly word.
I'm with
That
you.
sounds like a Kelly word.
Yeah.
The second you said that sounds like a Tom thing to say is hobgoblin, I was with you. I was
If he
like,
just said goblins,
Sounds like
I
Tom
would
wrote that.
I would have been more. I would have been more leaning towards true.
So
but hobgoblins. make
beer
me think
man,
false. I'll
beer,
go false.
beer, Dave, beer, pesky beer.
Yes.
pesky
What
beer,
did we
beer.
come up with?
What's the ruling here?
I say false. I'm gonna go with
We also say the same
False.
as them.
Yeah, no, you guys
say you're
know
false?
me. Yeah, it's totally
All right,
false.
we're going false.
Come on, fucking hobgoblin.
Well, at least there's
Kelly
that.
word. That's a definitely Kelly word, bro.
Florida man dressed as Fred Flintstone pulled over for speeding in footmobile.
I say true.
I'm going to say true because I saw one of those footmobiles on Marketplace.
Oh shit, that's a fucking real thing, folks.
I
guess I have
saw
to say false.
a
I want
Fred
to say false, but it
Flintstone
depends what kind of footmobile. Like, are you actually
Footmobile
like hitting foot on
on-
floor?
This is
Marketplace.
all you got to go by is the headline, my friend. You go by what you said.
False.
Which
We're
is-
gonna-
my
two
initial
out of three is
reaction.
false
false,
already.
false.
So
It's true. So
Fuck me. How fucking fast is this guy?
it's not a real.
I went super Irish on that. How fucking
I
fast
have
is
a
this
picture
bugger?
of it. It's not a real footmobile. They were in a residential area, so it wasn't that fast.
speed limit is 15
like,
miles an
fucking
hour.
six-
Can you,
16?
real quick, Kelly, can you recap
Fuck
the
me.
score?
Recap the score. Beer pesky beer is at 12. Squishy Bishop 8.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
There's no chance.
No
so
way.
let's
There's
just
only like 3 questions
let's just
left.
cruise through this.
So now
Unless
it's
there's the
hardcore.
big
It's
question at the
hardcore.
end.
Now, we already won, so
Exactly.
don't worry.
Well, let's just cruise through it. We got Florida man.
False.
False. Don't even read it. We're gonna say true.
yeah.
We're gonna say true.
No, I want to hear the fucking headline.
Hold on.
Afterwards.
So you said false?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with false.
All right, we're gonna say true. We're gonna say true.
You guys
Don't even
got it?
read the question. We're gonna say
All
true.
right. Florida man allegedly vapes semen.
True.
It's fucking true. But big emphasis on allegedly. I read the article. It's probably bullshit. It's some fucking.
You gotta
kid
watch
on the
Tommy
internet.
Vapes
Yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube.
Whatever. Anyways, next. Florida man dressed as Spider-Man ejaculates on Tampa.
True.
Well, let me fucking finish, guys. Florida man dressed
You said
as...
Florida man and ejaculate. That is true.
All right, fine. We're gonna do
There is a masturbation crisis in Florida.
Spider-Man in
Or
Florida
is it
true.
Flow Rider?
Florida.
Florida man dressed as Spider-Man ejaculates on Tampa woman, calls it web slinging.
It's true. It's true.
That
True.
is definitely true.
True.
We're gonna
True.
say false.
Is this the last question?
You said true already. You can't take it back.
He
no,
said-
there's
Yeah,
one
he
more.
said true.
One
He
more
said
after
true.
this. One more.
One more. We won already.
I mean, you guys already won it. It doesn't
True.
matter.
True.
True? You going with true?
Please be true.
We're gonna say false.
It's false, and it's from a League episode.
Yeah.
Is it really?
It's from an episode of The League
Yeah.
with Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Is it really?
Yeah.
I stole that joke from the league and I didn't know it.
Subconsciously.
The
Doesn't
League,
matter. I know I've given away the answer, but I don't
guest starring
It's-
Jeff
it's
Goldblum
false.
and Sarah Silverman.
God damn it!
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
The League is a solid show.
We used to call that web slinging in college.
Spider-Man's still real to me.
Last question. Florida man attacks ice cream man
True.
for not taking $20 bill for pickled sausage.
True.
Florida man.
True all
I
day.
didn't know ice cream men sold pickled sausage.
That's why he attacked him. He didn't have it.
I'm your ice cream man.
That
Stop
has
me
to be
when I'm
true.
passing by.
Please let that be true. How can it not be true?
Holy shit.
So you going with
Score
true?
doesn't matter, but we got to say false.
We gotta say false if they say true.
All right, going with true.
Yeah.
I can see that
It's
happen.
fucking true, man. I didn't even know pickled sausage was a thing. But
Especially from ice cream trucks.
yeah,
exactly.
But apparently this guy pulled a gun on the guy and shit. All right. So that is. Oh, Lord, I was born a Florida man.
One more bit of trivia. Leonard Skinner, not from Alabama, from Florida.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
The more you know. So, guys, what you have won for winning
Oh shit.
is
Beer pesky beer.
$200 worth of ad space on the Squishy Bishop podcast.
Oh,
It costs $400 for a slot, though. Just so you know. So, just throwing it out there.
Lucky you
We
guys.
accept
Venmo.
Chase.
Jelly beans.
We accept doll hairs.
Ooh, jelly beans.
A toenail.
Flakes of
beans?
crushed red pepper.
And dandruff.
This is the first thing I've ever won, so
Yeah, I know. I'm feeling pretty important right
I'm
now.
pretty good, man.
You guys are great.
This is honestly this is great because normally the prize is an over to the pants hand job. So
Yeah, that is usually the prize.
I feel like this is a win for you
Over the
guys.
pants, all right.
We don't have enough hands, so.
So this is only the second thing I've ever won.
Oh, thank you.
The first thing
Well,
I
I
won
tell
was
you, out of all the
the
bishops,
race.
all the bishops I've ever met, you guys are the squishiest.
The squishiest and the bishiest.
You know what that makes me think?
Yes.
Belly flop. I'm
Belly
kidding. We
flop.
have no more
Belly
flop.
flop. We're out. I think we're all
There's
out.
a little belly
No,
flop
there's a
left.
little belly flop.
There's a
But,
little belly flop left for
well,
you.
you know
Beautiful.
what? Guys, thank you for coming.
Yes.
I'll do a belly flop if
Holy
someone's
shit.
willing
I'm
to
gonna
do it.
fucking say it like you guys have made this a hell of a time. Like,
Well, so
legit.
if there wasn't an hour and a half commute between, we do it more often.
Yeah.
We do
No,
more
seriously,
often,
for
yeah.
real.
Seriously, like if we weren't so far away, we could do this
Yeah,
more often.
man,
but-
dude. I hope we do this more often in the future.
Oh, yeah.
But we will do it in the future.
Yes, congratulations
That's it.
on your Patreon sponsorship now.
Sure, I don't
And,
pay
We've announced for you.
We've announced for you. And guys, like, listen, man, the more you know.
Sorry, Johnny,
hopefully
executive decision. We're
The
belly
more you
flopping.
know, man. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anything? Hey, where can people find you
Theme
guys?
song is
What's
so
up?
catchy.
I know we said
All
it
right,
before, but
you can find us at concerts, and if you see us at a concert and you say the magic words,
Beer man beer.
we'll buy you a beer.
Ooh,
And
yes.
obviously,
Beer Man Beer
anywhere you
podcast.
can get a podcast, we're on all the platforms.
yes.
So if you wanna-
Extremecomedy.com. Don't forget that.
Extreme comedy.
You still got that website?
No, I don't. But,
I forget that. I tried. I'm sorry.
Start over.
But the shot glasses do still hold liquor, which is great.
Amazing.
But and anywhere you see Extreme Comedy with the next, that's me putting on a comedy show, and we try to bring the top talent from all over the East Coast
Yes,
and
sir.
put on the best shows we can. We're doing a lot of breweries. We do Milford Point Brewery whenever we get a chance to, and I will be performing at the Black Pond Brews in the quiet corner of Connecticut.
Ooh,
and
hey.
with-
Up in
with-
Danielson, yeah.
With a lineup of top talent from Connecticut and Rhode Island. So
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Good time.
So is that like a
Nope.
review for 2019 up there?
It's good. The best of. I made the best of something.
Solid, man.
Wow.
Wow.
Fuck yeah. That's
Wow.
Wow.
And in front.
Dave, sir, where can we find you, man? If people want to try your delicious beer, dude, it was fucking
Yeah, you'll
solid.
find me on Industrial Mechanics Brewing and on the Instagrams.
Right. To see where people can.
Yeah, and
can
you'll see.
you,
I'll post where I'm going to be next.
Yes, sir.
Next there's going to be No Worries Brewing Stout Wars, January 11th.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, right now we're going to take a bit of a break, and we'll see you on the other side.
This week's podcast is brought to you by Aunt Carol's Shitty Christmas Presents. Each year, you can count on Aunt Carol giving you something that completely misses the mark. Whether it's corduroy pants that are 2 sizes too small or a batch of freshly baked vegan flexitarian cookies from her new fad diet, Aunt Carol is sure to fuck it up.
Well, Jeffrey, I was in the Amazons and I saw this and I thought of you. I knew you would just love it.
You weren't in the Amazon, Carol. You mean on Amazon.com? So this year, don't bother sending an Amazon wish list or throw out those gift receipts because you're sure as shit gonna need them. She'll never have a list, and she sure as shit won't check it twice. With Aunt Carol in town, Christmas presents will never be nice. Aunt Carol, missing the boat on Christmas since 1998.
Hey, yo. Welcome back. Sponsor. You're keeping us alive. Thank you very much. So,
Jesus
guys.
Christ.
Wow, what was that, Fred?
You gotta live home.
Guys, listen, man. Listen, we've been a year at this, dude. We've been a year, and you know what, listener? Thank you.
365 days.
Yeah,
Happy
listener,
birthmas.
listener. Thank you.
52 weeks.
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think of new ways to interrupt you.
Listener, thank you for sticking to us.
1/10
minutes.
Fucking rent.
I don't even know if that's the right number, to be honest with you.
Okay.
521,600 minutes.
You were close.
That's how long we've been podcasting into your ears.
Hey.
Yeah, man. So, dude, we've
Our
been
first
doing this
episode was out
for
in February.
we've been doing this for a year now, guys. Like, holy shit. Have we done anything for a year straight?
I've been married for 2.
No, man, that's barely. Yeah,
Alcoholism.
I'm sure your wife would say different.
Definitely done alcoholism for a year straight.
Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. Like, we've been doing this for a year straight. And quite frankly, I'm kind of fucking proud of us.
It's a big commitment.
Honestly, yeah.
What do you think our plans are for 2020?
I got plans.
Get a Patreon.
Okay, tell us. Yeah,
Tom wants a Patreon.
Yes.
Yeah, they pay us to talk to people.
I like that.
God. And
like
they get a cut. Live show.
More than what we're making now.
Live show, yes.
Hey.
Squishy Bishop live show.
Yes.
Ooh, look out for
Like
that.
legit live show. Like not just like, oh, we're going to go do something and we're going to come to you live. Like it's going to be like a live
Like
show.
you come to see us fuck shit up kind of live
Right,
show.
right. Like you waste your money to
Yes.
see us because we're going to fuck it up.
Yes.
At least
Yes.
that's what they tell us, you know.
I'd rather be honest.
Maybe
Yeah,
include
yeah.
some interactive elements like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, belly flops.
Belly flops for
Belly
sure.
flops, of course, man.
Dictated by the audience.
You know, and
That could get messy real fast.
That could get real bad.
I hope we make some more connections and we include
Yes.
some more guests on the show for you guys to listen to. And thank you for
And
for
on that note,
supporting us.
Not only having those guests on, but also incorporating them into the journeys that we take. I don't want to say that they're not real because they are real.
Yeah.
We went hiking. We went trick or treating. We just want other people to join us.
Yes.
Some of our erratic
We watch.
adventures.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have
they
4
are-
demon babies. We cannot prove it, though. But we have.
Fought a Badger King.
We need more
We did
demon
fight a-
babysitters. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, who knows, man? Guys, we might end up going to Florida and coming across all sorts of crazy things.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all don't understand.
man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
We should go to Florida.
But listen, man, like at the end of the day, we want to thank everyone who supported us, everyone who's liked our photos on Instagram, everybody who's followed us on Instagram or supported by even listening to our stupid voices.
For real.
Listen, man, like, so we'll see you in 2020. We hope that Squishy Bishop's Erratic Spectacular podcast is bigger than ever in 2020. And yeah, man, we can't wait to fucking fulfill your ear holes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna fill him with all.
If you guys
kinds of
disagree, then cut me
gooey
off,
comedy.
baby. Cut me off. You guys are just like looking out here, man.
No, I want to fill their ear holes with gooey comedy.
Yeah, that's what we got. That's all we got, man.
Delicious and delectable giblets.
So we'll see you in 2020 on the next episode.
2020, baby.
Squishy Bishop out.